1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christina Elise and today I am going to be making a vegan caramelized Brussels sprouts with spicy candied walnuts. Hello, that's Hayden. Hello and welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christina Elise and today I am going to be making a vegan caramelized Brussels sprouts with spicy candied walnuts. It's very simple to do. I am going to start, this dish can be served right out of the pan or can be served room temperature. It's very yummy. It's a great side dish. You could also not even heat the Brussels sprouts and just use candied walnuts with shaved Brussels sprouts and toss it with your favorite vinaigrette and have a little cold shaved Brussels sprout salad with candied walnuts. But I'm going with the warm dish this time. And of course, if you know me, you know I forget a fucking spatula every time. Here I go. Got it. All right. So in this pan, I am melting a tablespoon of vegan butter. I am going to add to that. I'm going to have medium high heat. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of white sugar and a pinch of cayenne. Ooh, that's a lot. And a cup of walnut pieces. I'm just going to stir that around. Just a few minutes. This butter and sugar will melt and start caramelizing onto the nuts. And that's it. These will take just a couple of minutes. And when they are done, I'll be back. Okay. So that took less than 5 minutes for the butter and the, sugar to melt and combine and cling to these nuts. So what I'm going to do, this is an exciting story I want to get into in a minute. What I'm going to do is, parchment paper is one of my favorite things in the world. Nothing sticks to it. It makes cleanup easy. I love it. So I'm just going to turn these guys out onto the parchment. Scrape the last of this sugar. Ooh, yeah. Into this stuff. And then just spread them around. Oops. Spread them around so they don't cling together. And let them cool. These will keep in a container, a plastic container, a plastic Ziploc bag for, a couple days, I imagine. So there's no need to eat them all up at once. And that is it. So that is it for the caramelized nuts. I'll be back in just a second with the other part of the recipe, which is the caramelized Brussels sprouts. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So with Brussels sprouts, I'm going to start with about 2 dozen, a little bit more than 2 dozen. You can either cut them by hand, really thinly slice them. You could use a food processor and either use the blade to chop them up. That would make them chop into little bits, though. Probably not the best thing. Too small, I would guess. You can use the slicing blade, or you can use the grating blade. And I think I'm going to use the slicing blade, actually. This might be too small for my purposes right now, too. I'm going to use this. I can't decide. It's 6:01. Maybe I'll do half of half. Nah, fuck it. I'll just do all this. But I grated up a bunch of Brussels sprouts. This is maybe 10 that partially are sliced thin in big pieces like that, and partially it's ground up like this, so that you get different textures in the caramelized Brussels sprouts. All right, so it's a slicing blade in there. And I'm going to just, without even cutting the nut ends off, no, just throw them in there like that. And slice them up. Be patient. Shite. Hayden's a proper dog right there. Waiting to eat things that fall, huh? Want to prove that you're here? Come here. There she is. There's a good girl, Hayden. I think I might foster fail her, which means I might keep her. All right, almost done here. All right, that part is done. Easy peasy. Plug in my, oops, ouch, my little oveny thingy. And now what I do is, these things are so sharp. What I do is heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's kind of a lot. I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. If I need more, I'll add it, but I started to shoot with too much oil. To this, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Oops. Okay. All right. I think this will need a little bit more oil because there's so much Brussels sprouts. So I am going to add the 2nd tablespoon. And now I'm going to add the Brussels sprouts. Ooh, that's a lot of Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, actually, the count of Brussels sprouts, that's tricky because some Brussels sprouts are really big and other ones are not. So it's actually not a proper measurement. This is a good solid, I would say 6 cups of shredded Brussels sprouts. I think I might sprinkle a little bit more sugar on there just to get it on everybody. Not a full 1/4 cup, but just like a healthy pinch. While these cook down, I'm going to share with you something exciting that I found at my regular Ralph's, which is a Kroger in other parts of the country. They've been carrying the tree line. They used to call it aged nut cheese, which I made fun of quite a bit because nobody wants to use aged nut cheese on, well, anything really. Now they're calling it tree nut cheese. Tree nut, one word. They're carrying it for like $8. The containers look like this. This one here is not open yet. It's a couple on down. This is herb garlic. This one is chipotle serrano. And this one is scallion, I think. Yeah, this is scallion. These are amazing. They are great on crackers. They're great on a cheese board. They're really great when you want to make a creamy, like a sauce for a pasta. Like I'm going to make a pasta later this week, and I'm going to use one of these things in it to replace gorgonzola. But more exciting, they now had these other things. They had this double cream chive cheese. But most exciting, they have what they're calling fresh mozzarella, vegan moz, and it's got that like a fresh, like a burrata almost, like a fresh mozzarella that's like stored in water. I have not tried this yet. It was only $6. I'm in LA, keep that in mind. It's more expensive here than if you're in the Midwest or something. This is good until February 27th of next year, so I bought 3 of them because I'm afraid they won't have them anymore. So I bought them while they had them. All right. How well you cook these is a matter of personal taste. Some people like a little al dente in their veggies. That would be me. Others like them more well cooked because they're used to having vegetables that are frozen, that don't have any crunch at all. This is about good for me, so I'm going to add, at the last minute I add 2 garlic cloves. I always add garlic last because garlic burns really easily, and burned garlic tastes very bad. It's bitter and awful, so it's a really awesome garlic press I just got. But the holes are so little, a lot of the garlic doesn't come out. It's got this like self-cleaning thing on the back of it. It's pretty great. Anyway, I'm going to stir this up, and that's it. I want to add some salt and pepper to it, and then when I serve it, I'm going to garnish it with those spicy candied walnuts. I'm going to get rid of this one. It's so loud. Hang on. So there. That is it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. When you subscribe, you have to click that little bell to get notified when I post a new recipe. This is my Instagram and my Twitter handles. And yeah, that's it. Until next time. Thanks. This is my recipe for caramelized Brussels sprouts with spicy candied walnuts. Thanks. Bye.
Living in government housing. Government housing for me. Big finish. Government housing for me. Government housing for me.